Cool. So let's start. Let's have a look.
So as you guys seen before, this is Georgetown. It's one of the levels that we are exploring in the game wall, right? And then in any level, there is a chance that there is survivors hiding in around the different locations in there. So if you find them, you need to first interact with them, as you'll see here, like tell them basically to follow you, right? And then all the team gets a sub-objective, which is extract that survivor from the map. And this is exactly what we're doing here. This is a very short sequence just to focus on, what we want to talk about, which is the survivors, right?
Yeah.
So you get a survivor to the ban.
Yeah.
And then, pop, you get him for your camp, right?
So in any mission, you can find survivors. They're randomly spread across the level.
Exactly.
So we see ourselves. Oh,
oh,
there we go.
There we go. Here we are. So Ryan is the survivor that we just rescued.
Oh, okay.
These are other survivors that are inside our camp.
Yeah.
Thank you for pointing at Ryan. And then we can assign them to do different things. One of them is work in the workstations. You have the range, depot, clinic, etc. And then, as you can see, for each of the wings, there is a specialization. So this survivor is better at medic, so we just assign him there.
All right.
Now we can try here in the range too, right? Like this is Ryder, this is another survivor, Ryan, the one we just rescue. So pop, he goes in there. This gives you bonus for the action phase, like extra life, faster revives, etc. Right? And this is also an important part of our meta loop. It's what we call the missions, the survivor missions, in which you can send your survivors out for loot, right? So there is hazards in some of these missions. They are more dangerous. So we are not gonna do that now because our survivors are too low level. So we're gonna take an easier one and we are gonna send Ryder. Yep, that one. There you go. So as you can see, because of her level, she has a 64% chance to succeed. So now what we just did is just send her to scavenge for us, right? This is an important part of let's say the whole metagame because we need to send survivors, need to scavenge in the levels to actually be able to upgrade our camp. Upgrading our camp in the different sections allows us to get more survivors, access more zones of the city, get bonuses, get more defenses when we are attacked. And there is also tools that we can unlock in each of the wings of our in which we're gonna be looting around the levels. As you can see, anything that looks like a container that could have something, it can be like drawers, it can be like plastic boxes or whatnot, or even just scattered around. You can actually interact with it to pick up resources. Those resources serve you in the core gameplay because you can build actual, crafting abilities, but also in the meta loop, right? Like this one here is a box. It's a box of equipment that you can bring directly to their camp, and it gives you extra supplies, right? So you want to really go around and search for those. Then another important one, it's what will be a shooter without like weapons?
Yeah, right? Weapon cases.
Weapon cases. So in the levels we also have these weapon crates that you find. They are again randomized, and the toolkit that they require is also randomized. But as soon as you pick up one of these this weapon, you get a mission to extract it. If you extract it from the mission, then you have the weapon directly in your inventory. So as you can see here, this is a weapon with a low rarity. So it's let's say it's not a great weapon, right? I love MP5s, don't get me wrong, but it's not the best rarity we have. And you can equip, as you can see here, one mod. This is attached to the rarity and it's randomized. So every weapon you find has different mod slots. And in low rarities, you have only a limited amount available of mod slots. But in higher rarities, like I really would like to have this inventory myself.
This is
cool.
An awesome inventory. It's a rich survivor right here.
That person has scavenged a lot. So as you can see here, this is a higher rarity. It's a high-end submachine gun.
And they have like all the scopes and everything.
Exactly. You can have all these scopes to equip. You have different ammo that you can, ammo clips that you can equip, stocks, silencers as well. So there is a lot of customization. We have 45 weapons at launch and 200 50 mods. So
Yeah.
I mean, there is a lot of things that you can find and play with, right?
Yeah. And yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, so one important part for us when we designed this whole modding system is we don't want players to force players to play with specific weapons, right? Because in games with lootable weapons, usually you tend like everybody to use the same top tier weapons. So we designed the system in a way that you can still keep playing with your own style. So you can find your own your favorite weapon in a higher level and keep the mods you like. Sorry, we went a bit fast here, but what you just saw here was basically the survivor coming back from the mission, right? That she did, and that on that way she found in Founder Square, another zone of the city, a guy it's a bad guy that we need to assassinate. This is what we call the expeditions, and they are triggered through sending survivors through the wall.
Yeah, that's cool. And this level looks amazing.